Three areas of interest that I could write my paper on are Common Core education, funding and job availability in education, and high school education. The first topic that I'm going to explore is Common Core education. There are many different aspects in general education, and this is one of them that stuck out to me. I want to look into the Common Core aspect because ever since it was launched, there has been an uproar by parents. Many parents didn't like the idea because it doesn't teach their kids much, it just teaches them how to take a test. Many parents don't like to see their kids struggling when doing their homework. This interests me because I want to be a math teacher, so it is a curriculum that I'm going to have to learn to teach. I might want to explore how teachers feel about teaching the Common Core in their classroom. I also want to see if the teachers notice if their kids are struggling when they're learning and practicing problems. I can also explore how parents feel about the curriculum because two of my cousins now are taking classes with the curriculum, and so I want to know how parents feel about their kids. I hope to learn more about Common Core from someone who's teaching it so I can see their point of view and to know what to expect when I'm teaching it. I could also learn more about why parents opted their kids out of the state test because a couple years ago that was a big thing that was talked about on the news. The second topic that I want to explore is funding and job availability in education. This is a big topic of issue in the education world because it's important and it's a reality that we have to face. Funding has always been a problem, and the school districts have to go by a budget. Job availability has also been a problem because with the budget, they have to limit the amount of teachers that they hire, and if they don't have enough money to keep them all, they have to lay them off, and usually they lay off the first hired. This interests me because after 5 years of learning and taking classes for the education, I want to know if I'm going to be able to get a job when I come out of school. I also want to explore what teachers think about coming into the education world and if they fear losing their job because of a budget constriction. I hope to learn more about why the budget is so strict and why job availability is so limited because teachers are important individuals in helping students grow as individual people. The third topic that I might want to explore is high school education. I might look into high school education because we all just came out of high school not too long ago, so we all know the realities and the struggles that students face nowadays. I might also want to explore how certain high schools are prepping their seniors for college and if certain high schools care more about class ranking. Because I know my high school gave out class rankings to our seniors. I might also want to compare the graduation rates of public high schools versus private high schools. I might also look into the academics of high schools because not every school teaches the same way. I would look into the way different public schools teach because even though it's public school and it's generally the same curriculum, the way teachers teach could be different. I would also look into the public and private school academics because that could be completely different since it's private school versus public school. High school education also interests me because I just came out of high school and I know I was personally nervous about going into college because I didn't know anybody going into it. I might want to explore how high school seniors feel for the transition going from high school into college because it is a hard transition, and in high school you see the same people every day, but in college you don't, and you see your families every day. But when you go into college, if you dorm, you have to learn to be independent and get used to not seeing your family, which can take a little bit of time. I could also look into the ACTs and SATs in high schools because I know personally my high school offered review classes for the SATs, so I want to see if other schools did the same thing to help prep their seniors for college. I hope to learn how different high school students connect based on if they're nervous going into college. The topic that I'm leaning towards doing for the paper is Common Core education. I want to do this because I'm going to be a math teacher and I want to know more about the Common Core from teacher standpoints, and I want to know if the states actually use the test results to see how well a teacher taught. I want to do this because I want to see how parents feel about the Common Core, because no parent likes to see their kids struggling and getting frustrated when doing homework. I personally have seen my cousin struggle when doing his homework because he's using the Common Core curriculum now. And I also want to know if this new method of teaching is effective. Thank you for watching.